It has been so long since I've said this. Hello, friends. It's me, Nathan, and it's a bit late, but happy 2026 to you, and happy spring to you. Yes, it is finally spring. Now, yes, I am back now. I promise, I was planning to be back sometime in like February or whatever. The reason my plans got delayed was, long story short, this past winter for me was a endless barrage of car problems. Like, you would not believe the amount of car problems I had this past winter. It was actually hell. But uh, I'm gonna knock on the tree here, knocking on wood. It's been sorted out now, and now I'm finally back to do some vlogs. But since Kings Island is still, oh, excuse me, that was gross. Seeing as how Kings Island is still closed for the season, I wanted to do something, but I also wanted to do something a little bit kind of calm. Uh, just like a little calm little thing. So I am here in this place. This is Midway, Kentucky, a very old, very historic town here in eastern Kentucky, very close to where I live. So there's nothing really crazy about this one. I just figured we would walk around and see what this little town has to offer. The first thing I noticed that's really cool is that the train actually goes right through the center of town. Right here, you can see the railroad goes all the way that way. I wonder where that leads. Speaking of trains, there's actually something over here that I noticed. Over behind the store right here, they actually have an R.J. Corman railroad car here. It's kind of random, but it's really cool. I've actually seen R.J. Corman trains just going by pretty regularly here. I don't think you can go inside, but I think you can get a little glimpse in there. I guess a little bit. I'm not even sure if I guess you're allowed to jump on this, but frankly, I don't want to risk it. Still, really cool. Should also say I also apologize if my words aren't the best in this video. It literally has been so long since I've recorded a vlog that I've forgotten how to speak. It's like this building here doesn't have anything in it, but curiosity got the best of me. Oh, it's like a liquor store in there. I guess it's undergoing refurbishment or something. Okay, I think I found a t-shirt that I would love to gift the carpetbagger if I ever met him in real life. It's a possum with a cowboy hat. It says, "If I ever get rabies, you're high on my biting list." I guess random thought alert. If you have somebody who is on your biting list, I guess if you got rabies, I guess leave it in the comments. I don't know. Someone named Ina made these really adorable paintings on the windows here. Those are adorable and really well done. This town is so photogenic from what I've seen so far. I love places like this. And they actually have a museum all about the city here, the Midway Museum, and there's no admission fee, so you can just walk right in. Don't mind if I do. Something cool to satisfy my life of trains. The first steam locomotive, the Nottoway, through Midway in 1835. They actually have a whole timeline of the town of Midway here.
Christian, couldn't get you in a movie, but maybe you can stroll by and throw this.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Midway, Kentucky is the first railroad town in Kentucky.
Okay.
Back in the days when railroad was just starting in the United States, if you've probably heard of Baltimore and Ohio Railroad.
Uh-huh.
So they're trying to go from Baltimore to the Ohio River.
Mhm.
The Chesapeake in Ohio, they're going from Chesapeake Bay to the Ohio River.
Okay.
Well, here in Lexington, Kentucky, they were trying to get to water because they were a big city back in the 1820s, and they wanted to be even bigger. So they dreamed up going from Lexington to the Ohio River, and to do that, they were going to go through Frankfort, our capital city,
Oh.
and then move from Frankfort on to Louisville after crossing a bridge that didn't exist in.
Oh.
But so they got started on doing that, and as they laid out the survey, they picked this area where Midway is now. It used to be farmland.
Oh.
But they picked it to be their depot town because the main road is actually on a survey line, so it's an old road from the 1700s. And Leestown Road, that's just right that you
Yeah.
came in on, it's an old road. It was, I believe, an old buffalo trace, so it's a very
Wow.
old road leading from Lexington towards what was there before Frankfort.
Yeah.
Was Leestown.
Yeah.
So we also have the little Lee's branch. You crossed over that body of water.
Yes.
You might have missed it. It was not very big.
Yeah, I think I saw it, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Well, so because of all three of those things, it made this land ideal to put a town because they could people could bring goods and people could come to here, get on and off the train, and hopefully go on to the Ohio River, which would take them in the world.
Yeah.
So that's how Midway came to be. First train was running through, and they were drawn by horses in 1834.
Yeah.
And then in 1835, there was an actual steam engine. We're still looking for a little information on that. Got some sleuths on that.
Oh.
But after the horses, so this is what the one of the first engines would have looked like, and these are all the engines that would have traveled on this line between Lexington to Louisville.
Okay.
Through all the years, and
But I think this one is a very iconic train design, and it's very old.
it is very old, 1863, and that one was a Baldwin engine.
And is that a crash right there?
It is a train wreck. It's just about a mile outside of here, around 1890. This photographer took some really iconic pictures of Midway in the 1890s. We're still looking for photographs from his collection. But so there were, one of the signals was missed and the trains just collided head on.
Oh no.
Yep. And then, if you can imagine, the only way they could, because this is a cut, so there's a hill
Yeah.
on this side and a hill on this. So the only way they got these engines out was they would have attached them to horses or mules and pulled them. So,
wow.
human or animal power had to fix what the machines had done.
Yeah, because nowadays, in order to fix that, you would just get like a crane or something.
Exactly.
But back then, they didn't have any cranes like that, so they had to use like animals sometimes. And
Definitely famous for big animals here.
yeah, especially horses. Especially horses.
And there would have been mules for sure.
And mules, yeah. It's just fascinating to have pictures like this available because of how old some of these are. Now, obviously, I noticed some of these are like, they're not like actual photos, they're illustrations.
Exactly.
Because that's the best we have, but
It is, and these are from the railroad stock, so they are trying to depict the exact images that you would have seen. Like this is actually supposed to depict Frankfort. This is the Kentucky River, and these are the steamboats that would have been coming. And Kentucky River's not a huge river,
No,
but it is big enough for for people and goods to go on it.
But it's on a side note, from a distance, I didn't know this was an illustration. From afar, I thought this was just a photograph. That is crazy.
It is crazy, and it is truly a depiction of it.
Yeah. So it's down here, a conductor's uniform.
It is. So we also
Awesome.
had the Southern Railway go through here. We had a second line that isn't this one. It's not here anymore. You can actually travel on it by road.
By road, but
Yes. And that was it started out Versailles to Midway, and then later was purchased by the Louisville Southern, then turned into the Southern Railway Company. And that's a pretty big organization many people are familiar with.
I noticed these oil lamps down here. This actually reminds me of, for the longest time, see, my great-grandpa was a coal miner, and for the longest time, we actually had one of his old kerosene lamps It didn't. It doesn't work anymore, but I think my brother still has it.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool artifact of our family.
No, it means a lot. He carries it every day.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I would really, if we could find it, I think it would be cool if we could like donate it to a museum or something. That would be really cool.
Well, especially wherever he was a coal miner, whatever town he was in or close to, they will care very deeply about having something like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is all fascinating. Really, really awesome. Well, that was awesome. I did not expect to get a bit of a history dump from that lady, but hey, that was really awesome. Really cool railroad history here at the Midway Museum in Midway, Kentucky. I don't know why, but crossing the railroad tracks has been one of my favorite things ever. Can't tell you why, I just like it. Now we're here on the other side. Now, this house right here, it looks like it's been freshly painted, but I almost walked past this without realizing what it is. Apparently, this was the African American Old Fellows Lodge. In 1898, the city issued a building permit of 2 African American lodges, Midway Pilgrim Lodge number 1943, Grand United Order of Old Fellows of America, established in 1879, and Corinthian Lodge number 32. The meeting hall was upstairs and black businesses occupied the first floor, so the windows are boarded up, but right up there. I almost walked past this and didn't even see that bit of history. Guess there's more stuff down this way. Let's see. So I was looking down here, and it looks like from this plaque right here, first word you notice is bourbon. That is one thing Kentucky is very known for, is bourbon. And apparently this whole corner right here had a lot of stuff. There was like a distillery here, obviously. There was a paper mill here. So this corner used to be a lot bigger than it is now. Now, over there's a cannabis building over there. So that was basically the main Midway sort of town area. I just wanted to go and kind of explore a little bit, take in all the history, nice and chill stuff. But before I wrap up this video, I am hungry, and now I am here about 5 minutes away from Midway at this little place called Wallace Station. I have driven past this restaurant quite a few times since I first moved to Kentucky, and I've been really curious to try it, so let's go try it. So I decided to get this, the inside out hot brown. This thing is a lot bigger than I thought. It's like ham, tomato, and cheese sauce on there. Looks delicious though. So I just realized this is actually like 2 sandwiches at once, but this looks really good. That's great. That is delicious. It really is. It's really messy, but it's really delicious. Yes, I just ate 2 sandwiches at once. Do you even know who I am? Well, to say again, that sandwich was absolutely delicious. It was very messy. I'll say it was very messy, and it was very filling too. I am very full, but it was very, very good. So if you want a homemade sandwich, come over here to Wallace Station here in Versailles, Kentucky. But with that said, I think that is a good place to end this video. I know wasn't really the most eventful thing ever. I just wanted to do something for to kick off 2026 in terms of vlogs, and honestly, it is just so good to be back after once again a long winter of nothing but car problems and a horrible ice storm. That was a thing that happened. It is so good to finally be back. To say again, I will in the near future, I don't actually know if I did say this, but in the future I do plan on telling the full story of my car problems, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I am going to go home and relax on this Saturday. So I hope you're looking forward to what I have planned for this year. I've got a few really cool stuff planned. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.